Good morning, grade 8. Today we will continue explaining chapter 5, percentage and proportionality. As a reminder of the formulas, we have new price is equal to A times old price, where A is equal to 100 minus R over 100 if we decrease our percent, and A is equal to 100 plus R over 100 if we increase our percent. Let's take the first example for today. In this example, the initial price of an object is 20,000 Lebanese pounds. Its price becomes 25,000 Lebanese pounds after a change. Find the percentage of change. The percentage of change is R. And in order to find R, first of all we have to find A. A, as found in the triangle, is equal to the new price over the old price. The new price in this example is 25,000 and the old price is 20,000. Then A is equal to 1.25. As we told you before, we have two formulas for A, 100 plus R over 100 or 100 minus R over 100. If A is greater than 1, then we have an increase in price, and in this case A is equal to 100 plus R over 100. If A is less than 1, then we have a decrease in price, and in this case A is equal to 100 minus R over 100. In our example, A is equal to 1.25, which is greater than 1, then we have an increase in price. That's why we have to use the first formula for A, which is 100 plus R over 100. If A is equal to 100 plus R over 100 and A is equal to 1.25, then 1.25 equal 100 plus R over 100. If we make a cross multiplication, then 100 plus R equal 125. Then R is equal to 125 minus 100. Therefore, R is equal to 25%. Let's take another example. In this example, the initial price of an object is $50. Its price becomes $40 after a change. Find the percentage of change. That means we also have to find R in this example. In order to find R, first of all we have to find A, which is equal to the new price over the old price. The new price in this example is 40 and the old price is 50. Then A is equal to 0.8. If we can see here, A, which is equal to 0.8, is less than 1, then we have a decrease in price, and in this case we have to use the second formula for A, which is 100 minus R over 100. A is equal to 0.8, then 0.8 equal 100 minus R over 100. If we make a cross multiplication, then 100 minus R is equal to 80. Minus R is equal to 80 minus 100. Minus R is equal to minus 20. Therefore, R is equal to 20%. Let's take the third example. The price of an object increases by 10%, then decreases by 10%. Find the nature and the percentage of this change. The nature of this change means if we have an increase or a decrease in price, and the percentage of this change is R. Therefore, we have to find A, but as we can see in this example, we don't have the old price and the new price. what we have here is an increase by 10% and a decrease by 10%. We have two percentages or two successive changes. In this case, we have to use another formula for A, which is A1 times A2, where A1 concerns the first change, which is the increase by 10%, and A2 concerns the second change, which is the decrease by 10%. Then A is equal to 100 plus 10 over 100, since A1 is equal to 100 plus R over 100, since we have an increase by 10%. And A2 is equal to 100 minus R over 100, since we have a decrease by 10%. Then A is equal to 0.99, which is less than 1. Then we have a decrease in price. If we have a decrease in price, then we have to use the second formula for A, which is 100 minus R over 100. A is equal to 0.99, then 0.99 equal 100 minus R over 100. We make a cross multiplication, then 100 minus R equal 99, minus R is equal to 99 minus 100, minus R is equal to minus 1, therefore R is equal to 1%. In the fourth example, the original price of an item is 20,000 Lebanese pounds. Its price increases by 20%, then by 20%. Find the percentage of this change and its new price. In this example, we have to find the percentage of this change, which is R, and the new price, which is equal to A times old price. Here also we have two successive changes, an increase by 20%, then another increase by 20%. To find the percentage of this change, we have to find A, and since we have two successive changes, then we use the formula for A, which is equal to A1 times A2. Then A is equal to 100 plus 20 over 100, since A1 concerns the increase by 20%, times 100 plus 20 over 100, since A2 concerns the second increase by 20%. Then A is equal to 1.44, which is greater than 1, then we have an increase in price. Therefore, we have to use the first formula for A, which is equal to 100 plus R over 100. And A is equal to 1.44. Then 1.44 equal 100 plus R over 100. We make a cross multiplication. Then 100 plus R equal 144. R is equal to 144 minus 100. R is equal to 44%. Then the percentage of this change is 44%. We still have to find the new price. New price equal A times old price. Then the new price is equal to 1.44 times the old price, which is 20,000. Then the new price is 28,800 Lebanese pounds. Please don't forget to write the exercises in this video on your notebooks. You also have to do the assignment, which is from your books, page 38, number 1. And this assignment is due for Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. Thank you for listening.